Let me ask you this. If your loved one suddenly needed care tomorrow, would you know who to call? A lot of families assume hiring a private caregiver, maybe through a friend, neighbor, or online, is the easiest and most affordable option. But what happens when that caregiver doesn't show up or gets sick, or even worse, gets injured while working in your home? What looks simple at first can quickly turn into a stressful, risky, and expensive situation. Caring for someone you love is incredibly personal. Of course you want someone you trust. But when you hire a private caregiver directly, you're not just hiring help. You're becoming their employer. You take on responsibility for payroll, taxes, liability insurance, scheduling, and background checks. If they call off, you have to find coverage. If they get hurt, you could be legally and financially responsible. There's no oversight to make sure care is safe, consistent, or professional. That's why working with a professional home care agency makes such a difference. Hi, I'm Jen, a registered nurse and the CEO of Experience Professional Care Solution. We handle every detail, from screening and training to scheduling and supervision, so you can focus on what matters most, your loved one's well-being and peace of mind. Let's look at 5 key reasons why choosing an agency is the safer, smarter, and more supportive choice for your family. First, reliability and backup plans. Life happens. People get sick. Cars break down. Emergencies come up. When you hire privately, there's no backup plan. If that caregiver doesn't show, your loved one may go without care. When you work with an agency, there's a team in place. If one caregiver is unavailable, another trained professional steps in. Your loved one's care continues smoothly, without disruption or stress. That reliability brings real peace of mind. Second, safety, screening, and insurance. Our caregivers are carefully screened, background checked, and insured. That means you're protected legally and financially. If a private caregiver gets injured in your home, you could be responsible for their medical bills. But when you work with an agency like ours, we carry all that coverage. You're never left exposed. We take care of the employer responsibilities so you don't have to. Third, professional oversight and ongoing education. Our caregivers don't work alone. They are supported by a professional team. At Experience Professional Care Solutions, we provide continuous education and hands-on guidance in areas like dementia care, communication, and safety. Each caregiver is coached and supported by professionals, including nurses like myself. That means your loved one benefits from an entire network of expertise, not just one person trying to manage on their own. Fourth, consistency and communication. Families often tell us that when they've hired privately, communication becomes a challenge. They don't get updates, they don't know what's happening day to day, and there's no accountability. With an agency, you always know what's going on. We document care, share updates, and maintain open communication with families. You'll never be left wondering how your loved one is doing. That transparency builds trust. Fifth, flexibility and ongoing support. Care needs can change, sometimes overnight. Maybe your loved one suddenly needs more help, or maybe less. An agency can easily adjust your plan, modify hours, or assign additional caregivers as needed. You're never stuck or left to figure things out on your own. You have a team supporting you and helping you adapt as your loved one's needs evolve. That flexibility is one of the biggest advantages of working with professionals who understand the journey of care. At the end of the day, choosing care is about trust. You're inviting someone into your home, into your family's life, and that's not something to take lightly. When you choose Experience Professional Care Solutions, you're not just hiring a caregiver, you're gaining a team, one that's trained, insured, supported, and guided by professionals who care deeply about what they do. Private caregivers can offer compassion, but an agency provides compassion with protection, structure, and consistency. We're here to ensure your loved one receives safe, reliable, and compassionate care. To learn more about working with us, go to experiencecaremt.com.